Hello, it's me again, Priscilla Batzell, in Spring Hill, Florida, on a hot summer afternoon in Expressionist Art Studios playground with something cold to put on my camera and all of my necessary ingredients to hand. I am going to attempt to take advantage of my desire to use my dustpan and add some paint to it over on the side. Move that away for now. I have several. I found the one with tape on it. Oh, good. I also have shovels, and I found these scoops, which I may or may not have just shown you in your last video. Probably not. Those came from Hobby Lobby. They're really handy. They were based on this original scoop that works very well. I'm having a hard time finding a place for everything. These are Princeton Catalyst spatulas. I found my missing one. My favorite one is flat front. If you only can buy one, that's the one to buy. But the round one's good as a second one, and the diagonal is pretty good as a third one. It's just basically nice to have them. Last but not least, where I started was my butter dish. If you can find one of these, they're pretty cool. You can just scoop paint right out of a reservoir, and I may be doing that. This is my reservoir. I have not decided to fill it yet, but I'm kind of thinking if I throw a couple colors in the bottom, at least I'll have them to work with. And there's probably paint on the bottom, and there's a hair hanging off, and that's my bamboo skewer, which I will probably use for the rest of my life as long as I paint. Alright, I'm going to put that aside for now. This is an OXO or OXO omelet turning spatula, and what it does better than anything in the world, or any comb, or any tongue depressor, or any popsicle stick, or any frosting spreader, is spread paint, and spread it easily. And I will show you right now how that works. Kind of want to put some black in one corner, but we'll see how I feel when I get to that point. Let's see if I can put it on deck. Where's my black? There's my black. We're good to go. Okay, so that can't be in the way. That can't be in the way. This needs to move out of the way. And I'm not used to working on a canvas quite this large. My tile is only 16 by 16 inches, so we're just balancing on a 16 by, excuse me, we're balancing, we're going to turn it sideways. I don't know what all that weird stuff was, or where it came from. We're balancing a 20 by 20 gallery wrap canvas. And I'm going to go all the way to this edge. And I'm going to put my glasses on my face instead of just resting on my head, because white paint on white canvas makes me snowblind. So I don't know about you, but that's my excuse. So I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. My timer is set. And generally speaking, if I can get the paint into the dustpan, which I usually would have done first, it doesn't take too long to do it. But I have confidence in myself that we can get a lot of this done, and I have something frozen on my camera so it will not melt, hopefully. That might aid in our efforts. I will worry about the sides as I go. If I have to fill in tomorrow with black or white, right now I'm just concentrating on getting the top done. And I've decided I'm going to use my black. I want to just do a black and white painting really soon. I'm going to take my wet rag, which I keep handy. This is a small one. And wipe off my spatula, which is my handy tool, because I don't actually want to move that black into the white, and I may have already done so without realizing. I don't see very well. Glasses are a big help. Always nice when I'm wearing them. I'm getting somewhere. I want to just put this canvas aside to mix some colors. I'm going to drag that right down there. It's a pretty hot day. My colors are in squeeze bottles, but they do get warm and they start to get very liquidous. Okay, I'm going to take a chance. Alright, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to let some of that go over the edge right now. Because I can. And you're my captive. For as long as you want to be here. So, if I don't get anything else covered, at least I got the black covered. Now, I, myself, love dustpan pours. That's going in the bucket. But, what it requires is a dustpan. So, I also lost the rubber band that holds the frozen thing on my neck, so I might be squeaking a little bit. I am going to put this aside for a moment. Yes, I'm not terribly organized at this exact moment. I can see that. And I'm going to take my dustpan and blow the dust out of it. And I have not been using it for dust. And I'm going to take that and use it again. And I just cleaned that tip, so it must be time to throw some Floetrol. Yeah, you think? Some Floetrol in there and shake it up some. I see you, large lump. Come. Whoa, wow. Okay, bye-bye. That was uncalled for. So I'm just going to use colors I like, and as many of them as come to hand. Try and float some on the surface. That's a weird bug. Bye, bug. No, I guess you're... That looked more like something... I didn't see any legs. It's still in there. So much interesting stuff going on while you're painting outside. You're always lucky if nothing walks through your artwork. Yes, I am having a good time picking my colors. And I remember, I did pull these out in advance. They are sitting right beside me. I have an idea of what I want. I didn't use any white pearl yet, and I want some. And I want some more gold, and I want some of this blue. Yes. And there is no silicone in this. Oh, there's the color I was looking for. And we are almost full. And this is maybe my opportunity to make one dustpan go one large space and see what happens. No, it's still not coming out. Well, I guess it is. Cool. Better than it was. I'm going to throw some more black in there, because I had some pretty cells in my last piece. Still no Floetrol. There's that blue. I think I want a little more purple. I have no pink in there. Well, I had that purpley pink, but that was it. Alright, this is white pearl, metallic. I'm going to throw some of that right down in there. And then I'm going to hope I don't overflow, because I am going for it. I'm going for it wholeheartedly. I'm going to use the colors I just used that I liked. And if I need to change something as I go along, like now, I will do that by adding something. Alright, so I'm going to take this out of the way and move it, hopefully without spilling it, away from that huge Floetrol issue. Bring back the canvas, hopefully without, let's tip our tile again so the corners, or at least the edges, are covered up. Alright, so I could stick my shovel in there. You know what? I'm very inclined to just go ahead and take my butter dish, which is pretty much the same thing as a scoop. Hey, we got something new going on. We got me dripping. Cool. I'm going to tip this up here. I'm not even sure we're going to use all that. And I just saw, what did I just see? I just saw something. Come out, wherever you are. I saw a rather large lump of something. I'm not sure where it is right this minute. But I guess I'm not going to worry about it for right now. What I am going to do is, maybe not tip, throw some more orange in there because I want it in there. And I don't have enough of that pink, and I want it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and throw some of this other pink in there, because I can. I'm also not seeing any more yellow. Yep, that's what I wanted. Cool. I don't want to stick my thumb in that too many times. I think I do not have enough of that purple to suit me. But I can work with what I've got most of the time. I'm going to move this extra thing out of my way. And then I'm going to take one of my spatulas, hopefully the one I want to use. Yes, yes, right there. You know what? I spy with my little eye an entire side that needs something to happen to it. And I haven't tried dragging my spatula through black yet, but I don't think. Maybe. I have memory issues occasionally, especially in this heat. I'm just going to play fast and loose with paint and have a good time, and you guys can watch. I'm going to use any paint that's on my spatula, especially on the naked spots. Drag it right over the side. Sometimes I'll push it in with my finger. The white paint will drag tendrils, always, as long as it's wet. I'm going to move that around. Let's let a few things travel. I see that I like that right there. But I also want something else there. I have some gorgeous cells. Look at those cells. Those are awesome. How do I get those out of there? Good question. I don't know if they'll reappear or not. Chances are good they won't, but it was worth a shot just using them up. Tap, tap, tap. What else do I want in there? I want something to make me happier about my composition. Yeah, I know, I'm quiet. Oh well. There's a lot going on here and nothing's really making me happy yet. Except for maybe the back of that dustpan is pretty cool. So I'm going to use my spatula and grab what's on there. And let it fall over the side to cover an edge. Put that in the bucket. Have a look at what we've got. Move some paint out of the way. Yeah, I'm liking that color. And at this stage, while things are wet, we can make swipes in the paint that we've got very easily. And we have a much better shot at covering the edges. I may have to go back in tomorrow, or if there's some paint left hanging around, do some tapping with my spatula, or some paint stealing. Love that color. Can't get enough of that color. Black is drying way faster than the white. Well, it seems like it is anyway. Seems like I can steal a few things here and there without causing too many issues. I'm liking that. I want this to come down here. I think that's going to have to do. Yes. Focused. I like a lot of this, but I want some stuff that I don't see yet. That may or may not be it. It seems like I see a space there. So I'm just going to let that fill in. And I'm not minding that at all. I'm going to throw this cap out of my hand so I'm not holding it. I'm doing pretty good balancing this frozen thing around my neck. Believe you me, we need it right now. I'm not minding that. I'm going to throw the butter dish in the bucket and anything else that's in my way, out of my way. Let's see if we can make this into something cooler than it already is, and it's pretty cool. I'm going to go down here. I'm tempted, yes, where is it? To use my round spatula. Let my edge get covered. While paint is still nice and damp, it will cooperate quite well if you're fast enough. If you're not fast enough, you're going to wind up with mud. Sorry. Can't be helped. And then there's always, if you make a big, huge error in judgment and it sucks, like the painting I just fixed earlier, you can come back the next day or the day after and just do a whole new gig to it. Love that purple. I do. And I think what goes really well with that purple, other than me seeing if I can make some cells by dragging it around, yeah, I'm not minding that a bit. I want some gold. That's all there is to it. I have some down here. We have a minute left. I have, where's my list? I have an Amazon link at the top. You can buy stuff there if you want to. It helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I have a playlist on the I, the letter I icon in the upper right hand corner. And that'll take you to all my other videos, should you so desire to see any of them. That's the place to find them. I have a PayPal and a Patreon donation link, both on my YouTube header and as a link in the description for the video. In the description for the video, below Show More, below the video, is my paint recipe. And on the playlist is a description of all the paints I use, or the best I could come up with at the time. I'm not unhappy with any of this very much at all. So I think, other than torching, which I could do right now, and maybe putting one more line of gold over here. Hopefully I will be happy with that too. I will probably be covering some edges after you're gone. But this is Priscilla, still working in Spring Hill at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I probably will hit this with a few more things, but rather than give you a whole nother 20-minute video, you'll see it the way it's finished. That was good. And this is that Prussian blue I love, and that was a really nice addition. I'm happy with that. So, I'm pretty sure you're probably gone, but if you're not, you're going to be watching me torch. So let's give it a torch and assume you're still here for another minute or two. Yep, I'm liking that. Cool. I'm even liking the way that purple is feathering out up at the top. I'm going to see if you're still here. And see you in the next video if you're not. Take something cold. Yeah, you're still here. Well, cool. I might drag my skewer or my